Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine. Children, today we will start our new chapter number 11, Air and Water. Children, in this chapter, we will study about the atmosphere, layers of atmosphere, composition of air pollution, properties of air and water, and methods to purify water. So, children, we will study about atmosphere. What is the atmosphere? You know that air is a mixture of many gases. Our earth is surrounded by these gases in the form of an envelope known as atmosphere. It extends up to several hundreds of kilometers above the earth. All living organisms need air to survive. So, if there was no air, there would have been no life on the earth. The atmosphere is thicker at the sea level and its thickness decreases with the height. Children, now we will study about the layers of the atmosphere. The first layer of the atmosphere is troposphere. Tropo means turning or changing. There is more change in this layer than any other layer. This is the lowermost layer of the atmosphere. Troposphere is needed by all living thing. Air is denser here as compared to the other layers. It is about 0 to 15 kilometer of thickness. All the water in the atmosphere along with the gases like oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide are present in this layer. Now the second one is stratosphere. This is the second layer from the earth at 15 to 50 kilometer. Ozone is present in this layer which filter all the harmful ultraviolet rays. The air of this layer is very thin. So jet often fly here because this layer is very calm. The next layer is ionosphere. This is present above the stratosphere. It is thin layer and transmit radio waves. The ionosphere is a very active part of the atmosphere and it grows and shrinks depending on the energy it absorbs from the sun. It is very thin layer and it is important for transmitting radio waves. So the last one layer is exosphere. Exo means outer. It is the outermost portion of the atmosphere. It reaches from about 400 kilometer outward from a thousands of kilometers. There is no air in this layer. Also, Earth's gravity is very weak here. Children, now come to composition of air. Air is a mixture of many gases. It contains about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% other gases. The other gases that constitutes 1% are carbon dioxide, argon, hydrogen, helium, neon, etc. The percentage of dust, smoke, water vapor and air pollutants may vary from place to place. The most important gas of the atmosphere is oxygen. We cannot survive without the oxygen. It makes up 21% of the air. This gas is essential for the most of the living things. Plants and animals take in oxygen during the process of respiration. Not only can be found in air, it is also found in water and soil, and it is also needed for burning. The next one gas is nitrogen. It is important constituent of our protein. So it is needed by the plants and animals to make proteins. It makes up 78% of the air. It is absorbed by plant as nitrates to make plant proteins. So next one is carbon dioxide. It is essential for green plants for the process in the process of photosynthesis. It is combined together with water and the energy from the sunlight to make food or simple sugar. Oxygen is produced in this process during the process of photosynthesis, and that is needed by all animals and human beings. We all are dependent on plant directly or indirectly for food. Now, what is air pollution? Air is said to be polluted if it contains substances that are harmful to animals and plants. These harmful substances are called pollutants. The main pollutants are unburned carbon particles from fuels like cars, buses, trucks, etc. They are using the fuels, and the carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and lead. Out of these, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are the gases even more harmful for the human beings, as many industries discharge these gases and the waste from the chimneys at high temperature and high speed. All these just pollute the air. So children, now come to properties of air. Air is an invisible gas. Invisible means we cannot see the air. So it is an invisible gas. It occupies space also. If we inflate a balloon, then we can see that it is bigger in size. So it means that it occupies space also. Then it has weight also. If we fill the air in one balloon, that will be heavier than the balloon which is without the air. So air has weight also. Air is invisible, occupies space, and it has weight also. It exerts pressure also. Air pressure on the earth's surface is equal in all direction. We do not feel this pressure because our bodies are supported by an equal pressure from within. So air exerts pressure. So these are all properties of air. So children, now come to water. Water is essential for life. We cannot live without it. About 70% of the human body is made of water. Water is essential for our life. It covers 2/3 of the earth's surface, and every living thing is depend upon it. It is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Now come to properties of water. Water is colorless, tasteless and odorless liquid. Odorless means it does not have any smell. So it freezes at 0 degree Celsius. If we keep the water at 0 degrees Celsius, it just freezes and boils at 100 degree Celsius. It is known as universal solvent because it can dissolve in a large number of substances. Children, now come to water pollution and its causes. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies, usually as a result of human activities. The causes of water pollution are dumping of industrial waste in water bodies, sewage from homes and waste material from factories, washing of chemical fertilizers and pesticides from fields into water bodies.